Hey neighbor, Scott here at startatherapypractice.com. Found a good book on my children's bookshelf and I wanted to share it with you private practice owners. Won't you join me in reading it? Ginger and Pickles, based on the original story by Beatrix Potter, with all new illustrations. Once there was a little shop called Ginger and Pickles. The shop was just the right size for dolls. Lucinda and Jane, who lived in the dollhouse, always bought their groceries at Ginger and Pickles. The counter inside was also just the right height for rabbits. Ginger and Pickles sold red spotted handkerchiefs, sugar, and galoshes. The shop sold nearly everything except for a few things you might want in a hurry, like shoelaces, hairpins, and lamb chops. Ginger and Pickles were the owners of the shop. Ginger was a yellow tomcat and Pickles was a dog. The rabbits who came into the shop were always a little bit afraid of Pickles. The mice were rather afraid of Ginger. Ginger usually asked Pickles to help the mice because he said helping the mice made him hungry. "I cannot bear to see them going out the door carrying their little packages," said Ginger. "I have the same feeling about rabbits," replied Pickles. "But it would not be right to eat our own customers. They would leave us and go to Tabitha Twitchit's store." "Oh, no, they wouldn't," replied Ginger gloomily. Tabitha Twitchit ran the only other shop in the village, and she did not give credit. Ginger and Pickles gave unlimited credit. Now, the meaning of credit is this. If a customer were to buy a bar of soap, instead of paying for it with money, she says she will pay another time. Pickles writes the amount of owed money in a book. Customers came again and again and bought a lot, in spite of being afraid of Ginger and Pickles. But there was no money in the money drawer. Day in and day out, customers came and went, but they never paid as much as a penny for peppermints. And as there was never any money, Ginger and Pickles had to eat food from the shop. Pickles ate biscuits, and Ginger ate canned fish. When the 1st of January came around, there was still no money. Poor Pickles was unable to buy a dog license. He was not able to walk about outside without a dog license. "It is very unpleasant," Pickles told Ginger. "I am afraid of the police." "It is your own fault for being a dog. Being a cat, I do not need a license," replied Ginger. "I am afraid I will be arrested. I have tried to buy a license on credit at City Hall, but they do not give credit there," said Pickles. "The place is full of police officers too. I met one as I was coming home." "Let's send another bill to Samuel Whiskers. He owes us quite a lot for bacon," sighed Ginger. "Let's send everyone their bills again," said Pickles. Ginger and Pickles went into their room in the back of the store. There they worked on the bills. It was quiet as they added up numbers. After a while, they heard a noise in the front of the shop. An envelope was on the counter, and a police officer doll was writing in a notebook. Pickles nearly had a fit. He barked and barked. "Bite him, Pickles!" called Ginger from behind the sugar barrel. "He's only a doll." The police officer doll kept writing in his notebook. Pickles barked and finally gave up. Later, Pickles found the shop was empty. The officer had disappeared, but the envelope was still on the counter. "Do you think he has gone to get a real live police officer?" Pickles asked Ginger. "I'm afraid the letter says I must go to court." "No, you don't need to go to court," answered Ginger, who had the envelope. "It is the tax bill." "This is the last straw," said Pickles. "Let's close the shop." So Ginger and Pickles locked the door and shutters and left. The closing of the shop caused many problems. Tabitha Twitchit immediately raised the price of everything by a penny, and still she refused to give credit. Everybody was pleased when Sally Hennypenny put up posters to say that she was going to reopen Ginger and Pickles' shop. The poster said, "Henny's Grand Opening Sale. Penny's Penny Prices. Come try, come buy." The posters made everyone want to visit the new shop. On opening day, the shop was filled with customers. Sally Hennypenny gets rather nervous when she tries to count out change, and she does insist on being paid in cash, but she is quite harmless. And her store has a remarkable assortment of bargains. There is something to please everybody. Friends, wasn't that a great story? I really enjoyed the lesson to make sure that your cash flow is right, not to extend credit, collect payment for your private practice as you do the treatment. Otherwise, Sally Hennypenny is going to take over, and she's not going to extend credit, and you're going to be out of a job. So thank you for tuning in. Be sure to check out the website at startatherapypractice.com, and Godspeed to you and your private practice.